Steve Romanuik. I'm from Kelowna, BC, and I'm 18 years old. I like to take my bikes to their limits. I like the feeling of air. It's kind of like an addicting thing, and more of it's a lot better.
Hi, my name's Dylan Tremblay. I'm the returning rider for Drop-In Season 2. I'm pretty excited. It's a new year. 8 guys on a bus. 2.5 months. Havoc. Destruction.
Hi, I'm Tyler Klassen from Abbotsford, BC. I'm 21 years old and I ride mountain bikes for a living. I think on this trip I'd like to expand and you know, do things I'm not comfortable with and try to grow as a rider and have fun, shred, party, and ride.
My name's Jesperson. I'm from Cochrane, Alberta, and I'm 18 years old, and I'm riding the drop-in tour because Sean Denny couldn't make it. A replacement because I can go like this, and I can ride a bike.
Traveled all around BC and Alberta.
If I was to have a road trip with my buddies and take them out, it's been that road trip.
This has been the best summer of my life by far. Just riding with your bros, having fun.
An amazing adventure, to say the least.
We've done it on the Pimpin' Tour bus.
We had a PS2, a nice TV this year, Tony Hawk, Pro Skater, which we played pretty much every day. That stereo definitely helped us get kicked out of like 5 of the campgrounds.
Nobody wants dirtbags like us chilling and partying at their place. We make a lot of noise.
We partied so hard.
Every day's been a party. Drop-in rules. I'm stoked. I'm sold. Best time of my life. I wouldn't give it up for anything.
I don't think anybody could understand the circumstances of living on a bus with 7 dirtbags. Everyone had their own distinct style of messiness. We'll clean the bus and 2 hours later it'll be totally just annihilated and disgusting. What you gonna do? We're dirtbags.
Ketchup and a plate left on the table that you're not supposed to have any drinks on. A bagel that's been left in there for who knows how long that someone decided to cook but never ate. 1, 2, 3. This one's no garbage bag.
Let's get
this
going
This
already.
is the stinkiest garbage can ever to ever hit the earth. 8 guys in a room about 15 feet long and 8 or 9 feet wide. And for your viewing pleasure, you can't smell what it smells like back here.
Biking is the coolest sport in the world. Why not show the general public what it's all about, what we do, and how much fun we have doing it.
The biggest thing about Tyler is a lot of people think he's just a hucker, but he's a solid all-around rider. You can go out there on the street, you can do the mountain, you can shred DH, you can do the big airs, you can do everything out there. And he does it all really well, he does it solid.
Yeah, like I was at a party, you know, in the cemented park out in front of the U building. You know, and I got drugged, so I split. Then I walked over to 2nd Avenue and 40th, then, and I went to this little restaurant, you know, in Eden, so right there. And I ordered a bowl of jello, you know, with milk, raspberry jello. And it was great, so I ordered another bowl.
Street riding means just so much to me. Like it's what I've been doing since I started riding. Just jump on your bike, shred it up, just use your imagination and creativity to produce any line you want. It's just mind over matter, getting into the mental zone and actually doing it.
He's one of the most creative riders on the planet. He finds, you know, something out of nothing all the time and just comes up with like super solid rad street lines. I've learned a lot from him just watching him, and you know, hope to aspire to be creative and ride more like Dylan.
clearance on the ivories coming out of there. Let's go ride bicycle. All I did was just ride my bike and shred with a lot of cool people. When you have 4 guys always shredding, there's always at least one good line to get you stoked. And so every day it just gets a good day. You think about it at the end, you're like, oh man, that was so cool.
He's one of the most stylish riders I've ever seen. And definitely Romanuik is going to be a serious presence in the next couple of years.
Riding with Tyler is totally different too. He's definitely the man when it comes to hucking, and he's got a lot of style too. So me and him feed off each other quite a bit.
Steve is one of the smoothest riders I know. He's all about his trannies. Definite up-and-comer.
All he needs is a nice little kicker, and he'll probably pull all his tricks.
I had a close call every 20 minutes, risking my life. If you can still walk by night, you gotta be happy.
Jared's definitely tough to figure out. I don't know what to say about Jared. He's always pulling the pranks, he's always pulling the stunts, and he's there to make you laugh basically. And he's a really sick bike rider too.
He pins it and does everything, 100%. He gives the lines that he rides. He goes for the biggest rail grinds I've ever seen and some of the largest lines that I've seen done streetwise.
The guy's super rad, great personality, really funny. Every morning when I woke up, opened my eyes, I saw him. And most of the time when I opened my eyes, he was looking right at me, so it was kind of weird.
What do you think his chances are?
I don't think they're too good.
Oh, you know where knee pads?
No, I shouldn't eat.
He's pretty good for a dirt bag.
Yeah. Best town was Kelowna.
Hands down, Kelowna.
Kelowna was super cool.
New built up, innovative lines.
Super flowy, wide bridges.
Some of the best trails in BC for sure.
They're always building something new, and I like to see that.
Just knowing your own trails and knowing where the tranny is, you can ride them so much faster and so much more flowy.
That was the coolest place we went, for sure.
Watching Steve do that thing was just awesome. He took so much speed in and just kind of skipped it like when you throw a rock across the lake. Just bah, bah, bah. Oh, it was beautiful. Steve pulled off one of the sickest moves I've seen the whole trip. I don't think anyone really knew that he was going to do it, but there's a setup, step up to manual, keep on manual, to drop 10 feet.
It was my hometown, so I knew all the hits, I knew where the trannies were, and it has also my favorite hit on the trip too, Gillard Road Gap.
That's massive. That's scary big. It's like 65 feet across and maybe 35 plus down.
It's an amazing gap. It's got one of the best trannies out there you'll ever see.
It's exhilarating, man. That's better than sex.
Backing up the air miles. It's a chronic thing. It's addicting. It's the coolest feeling, just floating over a bus, then a road, and slamming it into the tranny. Super cool. It's the funnest jump I've ever hit by far. So lucky to have it here in my hometown.
Steve Romanuik's buddies, they session massive airs all the time. It's no wonder Steve's as good as he is with a group of friends that push him like that.
The risks of training that gap are so insane. If the guy in front of you crashes, you're done. If the guy's speed is wrong, you're done. You just got to trust the guy in front of you.
That was intense.
It's crazy. Terrifying experience, but it was worth it.
I think the coolest thing about that was when Steve did a fat no-footer off of it, because that's sick.
I think the biggest air on the tour was the Gillard Road Gap in Kelowna, but I don't think it was an earliest one. There was one in Squamish with a straight lip, and you had to bunny hop sort of to make the gap, and I guess a few guys previously cased it. The in-run was kind of weird too. You really had to come pinning down over a lot of bumps and weird kind of obstacles, I guess. They even started out with a drop-in ramp with a log ride. That one felt good.
Good luck, Romanuik.
Yeah, Steve.
Yeah.
Big stuff gets you all stoked after you do it, and that one particularly, I was kind of terrified. I think everyone was. I had like a little skid lid on and my mini bike, and everyone afterwards came up and were like, dude, I thought you were gonna die off that thing.
Any day with any big road gap was pretty much my funnest day.
The biggest air award this year goes to
Mr. Super T. Klassen.
It was a massive drop.
He was in the air for so long. He crept off it and he still like cleared the tranny by 10 feet. He landed a little sideways, then kicked out to the left side, kicked it out to the right, then just held on and G'd out on the bottom. He's got some serious strength, some serious biking skills. It was awesome to see. That's definitely the highlight.
It was definitely one of the gnarliest vertical drops I've ever watched. Super stuck at super. He dialed it in.
Classic Tyler style. He lands like this and he pulls it off. I have no clue.
Hands in the air and he's so stoked.
Launched into oblivion. It was insane.
The best day of the whole summer was the heli drop day in Golden.
Definitely the epic day in Golden.
Just such an awesome day. We got heli dropped, then rode down a line that nobody has ever touched on a bike. So it was first descent, blood pumping, adrenaline flowing, and I just gave her, almost endoed off this one drop.
I'm always looking in, meet you from the outside. That's just how it's been. Surreal, existence isn't clear. Occupy the time, waste away the years. 1,000 miles connected by a line. Feeling helpless when we argue, hang up all the time. Call you back, I know you're there. Talk to the machine. This picture's painted clearly. I'm still looking.
You're thinking like, oh, water, right? I wasn't too worried about it. I was pretty scared.
Never river rafted before. No one knew what they were doing.
We're all dirtbags. 3 minutes on a raft. We have no clue what we're doing. He's yelling commands at me. I just didn't care. I kept paddling. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, that was sweet. That was so rad.
We had Huckfest 2003 and it was just totally gnarly.
Everyone just fed off each other. I know Steve loves that. He loves when everyone's ripping. He's just stokes him up even more, so it's good to see.
I gotta learn how to lose, have to choose my own wars. I gotta understand he's not me, guess the world no more. When you were sure of something I don't know,
right kind of setup to do a trick on a vertical flip drop. Managed to get off a no-footer, so I was super stoked on that. Had to do kind of like a bunny hop thing, chuck the feet, grab the pedals, throw it into the landing. So it's super techy, and it's one of the coolest things I've ever done. Stomped her clean. Stoked. This is Hunter's Trench right here, and this is Romanuik's Trench. I got pogo sticked over the bars. Matt decided to do the lay down method. Worked a lot better for him. Landings were sandy and soft, but no one cared. Everyone just kept hucking, and we made Huckfest 2003.
I've been riding my bike for 3 days and I'm still faster than Doug.
Who's doing that?
He's gonna have a mullet by the end of the night.
Okay, get his arm. Too much trash talking. How's the tape feeling, Jared? He's getting a mullet tonight.
Oh yeah! It's going down!
You jerks.
How do you guys sleep at night, man? Oh, the gravel in my arm is killing. Oh.
There we go.
Okay, you can hold still and get a nice haircut or get slashed. Because this is sharp.
Oh, okay.
Little off the top.
You're hilarious.
Okay, $5. Anyone else want one? I'm professional. See what happens when you trash talk, son? You get a mullet, sucker. Man, I'm your new stylist, dude.
My goal is to drive a 72 Beat Camaro, live in a trailer park, preferably listen to like Metallica when I'm 50, and just rock out.
Lethbridge was our best stop of the tour for street riding.
I had no clue that we were gonna find what we found there. Like it was like a level from Tony Hawk Pro Skater, banks, walls, wedges, hips, everything. It was a dream come true. I was so stoked.
I seen Dylan get the most creative there. I seen Jared pull some of the gnarliest lines I've ever watched in my life for trials.
Oh, it's so shady.
Yeah. This is like a level from Tony Hawk. Best spot I've ever ridden out in my life, by far. It's got so many options, so many variables. It's so sick.
My favorite day right now is, I'm gonna have to say, in Squamish when I did the loop.
It's going down. I got my serious face on.
He almost pulled it on his first go, and then after that, I think everyone eased up a little bit and just kind of took in the show. And it was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I was so nervous. I was shaking, and now I know he's gonna stick it.
It's getting easier every time. I don't know what it feels like because it happens like zoop zoop and you're up. And it felt cool anyway when you're upside down, like a couple G's of pressure. I don't know, I just gotta go straight. Why am I turning? Whatever.
All good? Oh yeah.
The gnarliest crash of drop-in tour was Jared Jesperson on the Alpine Trials line.
He had to have been feeling that. You don't fall that far without feeling hurt.
He had this weird kind of drop to like 10-foot roll down where he had to land in the manual. And he dropped the first one, he had to spike his brakes real hard, and it got pitched over the bars and just kind of tumbled all the way down.
I tried to go off that, kind of slow down and take it sideways, and I tried to hit my brakes and they were spinning out, and I just flipped. And that hurt. I'm lucky to be alive.
Darren Berrelcoth, always shredding, always pushing the limits. That guy's got balls of steel.
He's an amazing rider, so I knew he was going to throw down some good stuff.
Dirt jumps out there with Berrelcoth, he shredded them to big 360s over it and all the cool moves. He's an old school BMXer and he's just totally getting rad on a mountain bike, and it's definitely cool to see that they can make this swap and not lose anything.
The best guest rider definitely was Joe Schwarz.
Joe Schwarz.
He's just such a rad dude, like such a solid guy. Like,
he's just super solid, downhill, free ride, and yeah, he gives her.
Can't forget about Doug Fink. That guy is such a shredder. He rides as hard, if not harder, than anyone I've ever seen. He's got no fear, and his body's so tough. I guess from years of doing martial arts, he's just strengthened his body so he can take just the most amazing blows to his body and just get back up and do the trick, and he'll do it till he gets it dialed.
Rides so hard, rides like 189%. It's like the biggest, gnarliest stuff ever. It's really cool to watch that guy. I wish I could street ride like him. I wish I could be like McDougal, man.
Favorite guest riders, Donahue, really rad guy. Nigel, great guy to ride with.
Steve from Lethbridge, that kid rips, like suicide, no-handers, off anything.
Of course, Ryan. Well, no, not Ryan. He's too good. I don't want to watch him anymore.
You always got to give Ryan Leech props as being one of the top trials riders in the world by far.
I don't know what to call him. He's like a bike god. He does things with his bike that I would never think possible. He's definitely pushing like his style of riding to a new level.
Like nobody can do these things that Ryan Leech is doing. He's the only one that has the skill to do some of this crazy stuff.
Party naked, do your thing. That's me signing out.
2.5 months on the road can be stressful, but not when you're riding your bikes with this group of guys. It was wicked. I don't want to leave.
Partying, hanging out with chicks, riding your bike, and just having a good old time.
Starway. And